She's holding it.
To you?
It's very important to me. It's very important to me that I be able to feed my children the food of my choosing and eat the food of my choosing, but it's also important that my friends can do the same thing.
For you, what is at the heart of the case?
At the heart of the case is food choice. Our right to choose what we consume and control what we consume.
But the government has a responsibility to regulate, don't
Absolutely, it does.
Okay.
And commercially produced meat, I absolutely agree with them. Should be regulated, should be inspected. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Where they cross a line is where they enter my premises and tell me what I can do with my animals on my property that I'm going to consume, or telling my friends the same thing.
Why should you be any different though? I mean, their main mandate is food safety.
Absolutely. And commercially produced meat, you have no control over what you're consuming. I, on the other hand, buy a healthy animal of my choosing. I slaughter it according to my methods, and I process it under my control. And that's where I am different from someone who is buying it in a grocery store. If you're buying your meat on a styrofoam platter, you have no connection with the animal that you're consuming. And you should have someone cross-checking, somebody making sure that what you're consuming is as healthy as possible.
Now, prior to your arrest, this happened in hundreds and thousands of farms in the last few years, and the government changed on-farm slaughter. You couldn't do it. Now, at the exact same time, we all know that Muslims, under their religion, on-farm slaughter keeps on going on, unfettered it. The inspectors sit at the road, never go on the farm, never stop it for lambs and so on. Do you feel somehow that there's a double standard being applied here?
I think what's scary for my Muslim counterparts is they're terrified that the double standard is about to end and they're going to be treated exactly the same as I am.
Are you saying that Muslims are treated differently?
Oh yes.
I said
No, not you. How? In what way?
Well, I had an armed raid on my property last year, almost exactly 1 year ago. 2 weeks after that was the Muslim Slaughter Fest of Eid. And I fully support the Muslims' right to follow their heritage and their traditions. And they were allowed to proceed unfettered, and that's a good thing. But it's a stark contrast to what happened to me, where I killed one pig with a friend, cut and wrapped it with a friend, processed it, and then subsequent to that, got $100,000 in charges.